this video, we're going to talk to you about our Ozonics device. It's the HR 230. We're going to do a quick review and show you some hunts from this past year, our first year using it. Hope you like it. Alright, so today we're coming to you from the man cave. We're going to do a little unboxing with our new Ozonics here before the season starts, and we've got our extended life battery here as well. We've always believed in scent control and used different products pre-hunt, but this is the first time that we've jumped into the during the hunt scent control process with something like this, like the Ozonics machine. So we're going to do a little unpackaging, see what's in there, and then we're going to put it to use later this week when the season starts. I'm going to unbox this extended life battery first. Looks just like a battery. Okay, here's the package itself. It's the HR 230. Doesn't look like there's a ton of pieces yet, which is great. Looks like the battery goes on the bottom here. The standard battery lasts 5 hours in standard mode and 4 hours in boost, but that's why we got the honking heavy hitter there. There's the battery charger. Piece here goes on the back. And they don't give you the tool to screw it in. And then once you've got this in the tree, that'll mount in there. This is basically how it sits, and then you can adjust it as you see fit. So it should be pretty easy here once I get the tools together. Now that we've reviewed all the pieces, we're going to show you how to quickly set it up. Just here on the ground, I'm going to show you real quick on the tree. So you take your tree mount. You've got your prong that the actual device sets in. And so you'll want to make sure that piece sits on the back of the device. It screws in there with an Allen wrench, and you get that in there nice and tight, and that'll sit on this prong. What's nice about this is, just like any bow holder, it'll screw into the tree as long as you keep it sharp. So we've had no problem with that this year. What you're going to want to do typically is keep this a few feet above your head, just enough to give yourself some bow clearance while you're standing. 6 to 12 inches above your head from a standing position. When you set it up, pitch it downward at about a 30-degree angle. As the wind speed increases, make that steepness more. So once you have it set in the tree, it'll do a couple things. It'll go left and right, so you can tighten it down in the proper position left and right. So if the wind is super strong, you're going to want to have this tilting down pretty heavily so that it cuts your scent off pretty quickly and aggressively. If the wind is a calm breeze, then what you want to do is set it up so that it kind of works in together, and it doesn't have to be as steep of an angle. So the oxygen will come up through the bottom fan. The ozone will come out over you from up here. So you just put the mount device here on this little prong, and it fits in there pretty snug, so it'll click a little bit, and you can see it can point pretty much straight down or fairly angled up, and it has quite a bit of a turn here. It actually turns 360 degrees because of the ball and socket little joint here. So really what we typically do, depending on how we have to mount it in the tree, you might have to move it around a branch or whatever. So you tighten it in, get at the angle you want, you tighten it in, and it holds there pretty strong. For the purpose of this video, I'm facing the camera so you can see what buttons I'm hitting. Alright, so now that we've got it set up, let's talk to you about the buttons. You got the power button. It's going to cycle through the battery life there, and it's going to, once it goes all the way through, that'll be on. You'll be able to see and hear the fan on slightly. It's super quiet and doesn't disrupt game from what I've seen. and then you'll be able to start to smell the ozone. You got the battery life button here, which will show you there's, in this case, 3/4 of battery left. You got the mode. So I just hit the mode button, it took it to boost. You'll hear it kick up a little bit, it'll run that battery life faster. Press the mode again. It took me down to dry wash. This is kind of what I do when I'm trying to ozone out my truck, or I have a bunch of my clothes together and they're in a tub or a closet and I'm trying to dry wash them, as it says. And then you hit it again and you're at the standard mode. So the standard mode is something that I use when there's a slight breeze. It's not necessarily prime time. I'm still trying to cover up my scent, but there's no extenuating circumstances. When I'm walking in and out, and when I'm in the stand or blind during prime time, or there's a pretty heavy wind, I will take it up to boost mode, and you'll hear it kind of kick up and accelerate the power a little bit. It, again, will run your battery life a little bit faster, but that's part of the deal. That's why you get the extra battery like we did. Get the XL size battery. There's also a light button here that when you hit it, it turns it on and off. And really all I use that light button for is so I can see the other buttons when it's dark out, and it's green, so it's, you know, not sensitive necessarily to deer. The red and green lights, you know, they can't see that well. So I just cup it up and then I can see what buttons I'm hitting, what power mode it's on, and all that stuff, see what's going on. Well, in this part of the video, you're going to get to see the Ozonics HR 230 in action, including the buck that I got to take this year. I think I just smoked that giant. Yeah, so I'm on the ground with the stealth shades. The wind's blowing the complete wrong direction, but I have the Ozonics on, and he came. I hope you liked this video. I hope you enjoyed those deer kills, and check out the Ozonics products to see what works for you. Thanks for watching.